mean, I think from the mining perspective, we look at the full range of our stakeholders, and you've identified a few of them and touched on them. What we seek to do as responsible miners is to ensure that there's value creation and value sharing across the board. And so these days you find out, especially for the listed mining companies, we have what we call ESG commitments. And those ESG commitments, we are talking about environment, social, and then governance in terms of the elements of ESG. But if you unpack that, there are various elements that require for you to cater to stakeholders. I mean, admittedly, it hasn't always been like that. And so I think that's something we must admit. So for instance, you find that if you took, say, Goldfields, for instance, before, we didn't used to, say, track and measure something we call host community employment. But host
community employment, sorry.
Because, our host communities are one of our immediate stakeholders. We say that in responsible mining, that our social license to operate is our most important license. It's more important to us than even the legal...
And all the regulatory issues and all the rest, yeah.
Because you must live, the expectation is that you live in harmony with those within your immediate area. So one of the things, as part of our ESG commitments, one of the things we say we are tracking is not only improving host community employment and tracking it on a consistent basis, but we are also looking at it not only, from the impact perspective. You see, because you can throw up numbers and show, for instance, that Goldfields employs about 71% host community of our employees are from our host community. And in fact, that is a strict definition of host community employment, because we don't even include people who are indigenous of other places who have been resident. I mean, incidentally, the HR...
And that's the reality on the ground.
To have lived, he's a second generation employee of Goldfields. His father worked there. But even he doesn't, we don't count him, even though he's lived all his life in, say, Takwa.